This is how the rain looks when you're up there. Best photo in existence. I love how it's only over in that town. Like, nature decided to just screw their day up. Some guys protesting winter. No more winter. Godzilla-shaped cloud in the sky. Wisconsin snowstorm versus flooding in Ireland. Ireland isn't messing around with the sealing capabilities of their doors. I somehow took a photo at the literal exact moment lightning struck. This is all one photo. Our local weatherman this morning. I love how they measure weather in Flamingo. Americans will measure with anything but the metric system. Oh, would you look at the weather? Bulls. It's cold as bulls. 6-year-olds singing, "Rain, rain, go away." The shaman, who spent 12 days trying to summon the rain. I don't need any more friends because I have one very big friend. Here he is. It's a cloud in the shape of a bear. It's a bear cloud. It's Winnie the Pooh. This cloud formation scared the hell out of me. That's an unbelievably squared off cloud. Vegeta in the rain, 10 hours. Can't a man stand in the rain and think in peace? The floor is normal weather. I think this bird got confused when someone told him he belonged in the sky. He decided to be the sky instead. No neighbors, no noise, just birds singing and the rain. This is that house that people always get killed in movies. If you're wondering what Tennessee weather is like, these were taken within 3 days of each other. Allow weather to make and manage phone calls. Let us manage your phone calls. Y'all tripping, the weather here in New York ain't even that bad. Looking up while raining in movies. Looking up while raining in real life. Rainbows with tornado and lightning. The gays are angry. It's 34-6er and Cellular cast, I guess. After a lot of rain here in Florida, these baby frogs appeared. They eerily all faced the same direction. The ritual has begun. The clam before the storm. What an aesthetically pleasing meme. I think this is it, my aesthetic. The sea, a beautiful sky, and a pun. When you've had enough of the snow. I'm trying to enjoy my summer and be as unbothered as my dad. Look on the bright side. You can't see the dog poop anymore. Why is destruction so beautiful? Because nature is taking itself back. You go, nature. California is now flooding, burning, and having a drought at the same time. You know we're dead. In Canada, we play a game called Am I on the Road? What the hell did the weather lady do? Y'all see this, right? The only way I can accurately describe springtime weather. This is no kind of weather to be out there hot dogging. National Weather Service. A tornado has touched down. Take shelter when your Jeep is just as upset as you are about the weather. Yesterday, partly cloudy. Today, lightning. Tomorrow we enter the void. Gun-shaped cloud spotted over school. All students suspended for 6 days. 5 days. The guy who's running the simulation forgot to add some cloud textures. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. Arizona weather real different. They live a block away from the sun. I am weather. Fear me. I am the oncoming storm. People who love cold weather are weird. You like to freeze? You like to shiver? You like when you take a step outside and the air stings your skin? Yes, anything is better than sweating. When a girl says, I'm cold, don't be an idiot and say, me too. Instead, say, well damn, I can't control the weather. Weather alert. Tropical storm Gert forms in Atlantic Ocean. Imagine waiting your whole life to become a storm and you get named Gert. The no smoking with kids in the car law is ridiculous. Just look at them standing out there in the rain. A stranger noticed this kitty was sleeping in the rain, so he gave up his umbrella to keep her dry. What a nice thing to do. A little ice shouldn't stop floating season. Sometimes I forget how true Canadian stereotypes are, but then pictures like this appear on my Facebook page. I had planned on doing a bunch of yard work, but it looks like it might rain. The blue Ford has its sunroof open and it's about to rain. This new umbrella creates a force field of air to protect you from the rain. Elephants walking through a rainforest. I thought these were bunnies in a field of grass, but okay. I've never seen anyone so excited for it to rain. Photographer captured the image of a tiny owl hiding from rain under a mushroom. Rain finally strikes Australia, putting out deadly bushfires. Billie Eilish via Instagram stories. Her putting the Weather Channel on her head. Who else loves that earthy smell when rain hits the ground? Everyone loves it. The one and only true all season. Ice, rain, race. We are on tornado watch. Are you okay? Pouring rain. She slept through the rain and left an imprint. It's so hot in Australia. I'm dying. If I hear one more damn American complaining about the cold weather, I swear to God, at least you're not living in Satan's crack. At the Australian Open tennis match, a player hallucinated that he saw Snoopy on court before he fainted mid-match. The heat is getting out of hand. Just do it. Run, because of what's out there. This is supposed to be motivating, but mostly it just comes off as slightly threatening. Weather boy. Derogatory. Man, what does this mean? Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? A Kellogg worker on strike last night, holding down the picket line through torrential rain, Nebraska. Weather differences between France and Mexico. The weatherman's dog had a small couch. Hi, Dad. Hi, weather is lovely over here. Spring is in the air. Did you know that that leeches were once used to predict storms. Well, a tornado warning just dropped, and my squad is climbing. Meteorologists are outdated. I will be receiving weather news from leeches, and leeches only. So this girl met her Tinder dates without telling them how tall she was, and I asked her, how was the weather up there? And she said, it's raining, and she spat on me. The Fahrenheit defenders have logged on. My defense of Fahrenheit is that 69 is ideal weather in Fahrenheit, but dead people weather in Celsius. Great news, everyone. I have decided to endorse Fahrenheit. Seasonal depression leaving Midwesterners' bodies after a couple days of sunshine and 70-degree weather. I asked my dad what the weather was going to be like today, and he handed me his phone. The hell? My toddler baby is watching a storm out the front window. She says, quiet, quiet, kaboom coming. Huge crack of thunder, she whispers. I did it. What are frogs? The truth is out there. Not sure why, but this is how my phone took a picture of lightning. Looks like it took half of this world and half of a dark world. It's so red and creepy. Gives the spookiest chills. So I just got a shot of a rainbow and lightning in the same picture. Thor supports gay rights. Pass it on. When the weatherman dies, F degrees. Using Celsius. Using Fahrenheit. Using Kelvin. Just feeling the weather outside. People who wear socks and sandals on a rainy day. Satan. When you open your car door in the summer. The plant on my desk. Watching it rain outside. Sunflowers during morning versus sunflowers during afternoon. Pretty sure it's because they're following the sun, right? Since they're sunflowers. Goalkeeper Sam, alone on the pitch, not realizing that the game had been abandoned 15 minutes earlier due to the heavy fog. 1937, my last brain cell. When you're enjoying the warm weather in December, but deep down, you know it's because of global warming. Man, I don't feel well. Dude, please don't puke. Too late. I'm not kidding when I say this is my favorite picture I've ever taken. It's a cold, and it's a broken Waluigi. If the earth is flat, why are rainbows like this, and not like this? My favorite American holiday is the one where we have Gopher predict the weather. This thing has spoken. To the YouTuber who put an ad in their rain sounds for sleeping video. Please eat a rat poison sandwich. I guess they're not reindeer. Weather in Seattle area is less than ideal at the moment. Frogs are probably loving it though. Frogs in Seattle when it rains for the 39,728th time. This is one of the rarest and most beautiful cloud formations to see. Polar vortex whips millions of Americans with strong winds, freezing temperatures, and even snow. You did not want to stay in the house, so they pulled out the weather machine. YouTube star dumped world's most attractive weather girl, so he can spend more time playing Call of Duty. You know you need a cruise when you see a boat sailing across the ocean, but it's actually a tear on your leather sofa. Due to severe weather, heavy downpours, lightning, and thunderstorms. We will not be able to go to Bristol Motor Speedway today. Maybe I should have had Flex sealed the sky. Phil is now attempting to challenge the gods. It's so messed up how tornadoes can steal objects from you. What if that's how other weather worked? What if your dog got struck by lightning and instead of being electrocuted, it was just in Oklahoma now? It took me 19 years to figure out news stands for notable events, weather, and sports. No, I ordered a not safe for work machine and this was the weather when I picked it up. Awesome. There's nothing that says Australia's weather is messed up. Quite like the fact that our fire danger system just doesn't stop at extreme and that the second lowest setting is high. What Americans are thankful for. This is actually really sweet and pure. We love the rain. Please enjoy this photo of the Oscars red carpet in a dumpster in the rain. Man, I really miss switching these two tapes at Blockbuster. You're an awful human being. Pluviophile is a lover of rain, someone who finds joy and peace of mind during rainy days. Driving in rain with no lights on, this is what you look like in the mirror of a truck. Would you date you? I would be outside my house with a boombox in the rain. Looks like it's starting to rain. A lightning strike happened recently in your area. Umbrella index, no rain. I saw this cloud and thought it looked like a girl sleeping, so one thing led to another and I sketched this. That's a cowboy hat actually. Strangest things that washed up on beaches. Props to the guy getting free bananas while he can. Guess you could say the ocean went bananas. All week while I can't fish, and when I finally can go, trying to get some sunshine, realizing you live in the UK. 90-degree weather, older people gardening. That moment when you're trying to turn on the rear window defrost and accidentally hit the automatic power sunroof. People in Texas when they say there is a slight chance of ice and snow. People in Texas during a hurricane. Never been to Texas. 5-year-old me draws the sun with a smiley face. Teacher, the sun doesn't have a face, silly. The sun, I am a cloud. It won't stop. A very large hail reports in that place a few hours ago. Imagine that landing on your car. Florida be like 345, 350, 355. A plane hit by lightning in in Moscow. The tiny island of this place is often crowned with its own individual cloud, the type of weather I crave. Meteorologists call this weather pattern 7-Eleven microwave burrito. Sweden just took the gold medal in weather forecast fashion. I'm one of the people who loves this kind of weather. I don't think any customers will come in this weather. The customers. If anyone asks me what kind of weather I like, it's this. This is like a B tier. The Temperscope is an ambient physical display that visualizes various weather conditions like rain and clouds. Me and my friends. There is no way that any teacher will come in this bad weather. Math teacher. Please enjoy this non-denominational, what the fuck is that word? Please enjoy this non-denominational winter scene. You're heaven. This is one of the funniest whole. Weather forecasting was invented in 1861. People in 1860. Yeah, this is really interesting. John's weather forecasting stone. Thank you, John. I deleted my weather app because there's a guy in my office that always tells me anyway, and the app never asks me how my weekend was. Shout out Bill. My weekend was awesome, man. Thanks for asking. I deleted your city off of my weather app. I can't stop laughing at the reasoning for Twister's PG-13 rating. Intense depiction of very bad weather. Wanna know the chances of us hooking up? 0%. Ever check the weather and it says 0% chance of rain, but it still rains anyway? My point is, Teresa, I'm no meteorologist, but I think there is a chance of rain. I took a picture of the cat looking out the window and accidentally turned him into some sort of god. Public transport versus private. Extremely misleading image, as doesn't reflect true time cost to people or rain and pain. Me, sniffs. Oh, yeah, it's about to rain. My southern friends. Wait, some people can smell when it's going to rain? When confronted by females, a herd of vapors will release a large pastry-scented cloud in attempt to protect their V-card. Australian farmer Ben Jackson couldn't attend his aunt's funeral, so instead he laid out grain for his sheep in the shape of a heart so that she could see it through the clouds. When you get out of the shower and wipe the mirror enough to use it. This is Patsy. She fell asleep in the rain and is now convinced she's having an out-of-body experience. Oh god, she's astral projecting. Only people with glasses can understand this pain. Should I do eyes memes? My ancestors watching me stand in the rain at a bus stop because I forgot my umbrella. Tips Fedora. It's the perfect weather for chilling outside. Seriously, milady. Bob finally used his greeting and catchphrase at the same time to become the ultimate meme. Whoever threw this away, please pick it up. The weather forecast said it's going to rain and we already have enough problems going on. Positive things about cold weather. Hot chocolate. Being super cozy under 1,000 blankets. Everything is quieter when it snows. Wearing cozy clothes all the time. How Brits react to the weather during summer. When it's raining. Constant moaning. When it's boiling hot. Constant moaning. I like the rain. If Earth was 10 feet closer to the sun, we would all burn up. Tall people. Yeah, I looked this up and it's not true. Apparently we move 1.5 centimeters away from the sun every year. So assuming the 1700s or whatever 1800s would have been 10 feet. Yeah, they did not all die. The guy on the cliff has just finished high school and what he did was threw all of his school papers and books over the cliff screaming, "Take that!" Personally, I think that is really cool because in a way, it's like he's free. He went through 4 years of studying, exams, memorizing things that didn't even matter. Now, he can finally be free and I bet it's the best feeling in the world. Great, now all the birds and stuff are going to be learning human knowledge. Get ready for society to be conquered by animals. Look outside, and a deer is riding a bicycle down the road. Stuck in line at the grocery store because some rabbit is arguing with the clerk about a coupon. Fish swims up the toilet when you're dropping a log. Asks to borrow some salt. Thanks a lot, guy on the cliff, doing this. Bison are the only animals that turn into a snowstorm rather than away from it because they instinctively know that walking into the storm will get them out of the weather quicker. There may be a life lesson for humans in this. It also makes for some epic pictures. This was taken in Australia. 3 separate things happening at once. On the left, fireworks exploded as part of the Australian Day celebrations. In the middle, it's Comic McNaught. Then, on the right, there's lightning from a thunderstorm far away. I don't care if this has nothing to do with the blog. It's just sick. This is so cool. Only in Australia. The rest of the world laughing at Britain for complaining about 27 degrees Celsius weather. Britain, with horrible humidity, no AC in homes, and houses that are built to keep in as much heat as possible. Bosses be like, "You're still coming to work, right? Oh, the weather outside is weather. But the fire is so fire. Since we've got no place to place, let it Alright, so this rain effect has officially beaten me. It rains every single time I do this mission, and I literally cannot see where the fuck I'm driving anymore. This is actual advice the news is giving to southerners for driving in snow. If you rarely drive on snow, just pretend you're taking your grandma to church, and 2 gallons of sweet tea in glass jars in the back seat. She's wearing a new dress and holding a crock pot full of gravy. A little girl walked up to me at the grocery store, calling me Mummy, and her dad came up behind her and and said, "No, she's at home. Why am I not enough?" This was meant to be downloaded for a different video, but I downloaded it in the wrong file. Yesterday, my dad and I were stuck indoors because of the weather, and I said, "We're homestuck." And he looked at me like he knew this was going to be some meme stuff. He knew the score, but he couldn't place it. He just kept looking at me suspiciously, knowingly, warily. Then he carefully said, "Yes."